Good evening, and welcome to my outdoor study. It was a beautiful day here today, and yeah, Bruno wants to say hello. Yeah, and we just had a wonderful dinner over at my youngest daughter's place. Fabulous pork loin, and barbecued ribs, potato salad. It was fantastic. And yeah, my name is Ron. I am your host. And we do a daily devotional here every day. And it's my pleasure to share it with you. Help keep the armor of God shiny and sharp. Because that is the key to the armor of God. That's to stay in the Word. Amen. Amen. Yeah, so we are in the second chapter of Esther now, the 12th book of the history of the Israelites. And we did the setup last night for the book of Esther with the banishing of Queen Vashti. So the first recorded attempt at women's rights failed. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. So let's get on to chapter 2 tonight. But after the king's anger had subsided, he began thinking about Vashti and what she had done and the decree he had made. So his personal attendants suggested, "Let us search the empire to find beautiful young virgins for the king. Let the king appoint agents in each province to bring these beautiful young women into the royal harem at the fortress of Susa. Haggai, the king's eunuch in charge of the harem, will see that they are all given beauty treatments. After that, the young women who most pleases the king will be made queen instead of Vashti." This advice was very appealing to the king, so he put the plan into effect. Okay, go down a little further in the chapter. As a result of the king's decree, Esther, along with many other young women, was brought to the king's harem at the fortress of Susa and placed in Haggai's care. Haggai was very impressed with Esther and treated her kindly. He quickly ordered a special menu for her and provided her with beauty treatments. He also assigned her 7 maids, specially chosen from the king's palace, and he moved her and her maids into the best place in the harem. And keep in mind, Esther had not told anyone of her nationality because she was a Jew. Okay, so let's see what the process is here for harem. Before each young woman was taken to the king, she was given the prescribed 12 months of beauty treatments, 6 months with oil of myrrh, followed by 6 months with special perfumes and ointments. That's quite a process. When it was time for her to go to the king, she was given her choice of whatever clothing or jewelry she wanted to take from the harem. That evening she was taken to the king's private rooms, and the next morning she was brought to the second harem where the king's wives lived. There she would be under the care of Shasgaz, the king's eunuch in charge of the concubines. She would never go to the king again unless he had especially enjoyed her and requested her by name. Okay. Esther was taken to the king at the royal palace in early winter of the 7th year of his reign, and the king loved Esther more than any other young woman. He was so delighted with her that he set the royal crown on her head and declared her queen instead of Vashti. To celebrate the occasion, he gave a great banquet in Esther's honor for all the nobles and officials, declaring a public holiday for the provinces and giving generous gifts to everyone. There, there you go. That sounds to me like a Cinderella story. Okay, and I'm hearing some thunder in the background here. Got to get this done before the next thunderstorm rolls through. Anyway, so this is chapter 2. Chapter 1 was a setup. Chapter 2, Esther becomes queen. But as we've found in our readings so far in the Old Testament, things don't always go smooth. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. You all have a great night. Not really sure what to meditate on this from this reading, other than the fact that whatever God plans for you will take place. There's something to meditate on. God willing, we will see you tomorrow. The word for this week is ambivalent. Good night.